This is going to be a good one. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. A lot of stuff to cover. I sound a little stuffed up. Maybe I got the Rona. Who knows? I did take a little bit of a nap just to see if it was something going on there. But I'm feeling good. It's just, I don't know, a little stuffy. I taste this, so it's all good. No Rona yet, so we'll see what the deal is. We'll see what's going on. So, how you guys doing? Talking shit. Oh, regularly scheduled Tuesday show. Today has been so content heavy, meaning I could probably stretch out the stuff that was sent to me today over the course of 3 or 4 days and really get my fill. But honestly, I'm just gonna stuff it all in. You know how you sneak it in a little bit to get the head wet, and then I'm just gonna stick it all the way in and fuck your shit up, because why not? We need to have a good, robust discussion of the absolute trash that Ford is putting out there. Now, there are some good things. There are some good things that Ford is putting out there, but it's mostly trash. Not only that, they're going to build some kind of giga facility in Memphis or some shit. Of course, Memphis. Ain't nothing going on in that motherfucker. And some like super eco-friendly facility. I'm like, really? What the fuck is happening? So, we're going to cover 2023 Bronco Desert Racer. We're going to cover the electric swap motor that was put into an F100, an actual really clean install, right? Then we're going to look at the concept Shelby Mach-E GT, the biggest anti-boner vehicle you've ever seen in your life. Shelby guys, you are now at a crossroads. We all know you're gay. We all know you make money. That's all good. You're either in this shit or you're not. You're either for the Shelby Mach-E GT and shell out some dough, or you think it's gay. And then that's going to put you at a completely different level, because that means the person that slaps their stickers on that thing are the same motherfuckers that sold you a Whipple GT. That's right, a Whipple GT, and called it the Super Snake. And you guys bought it because y'all thought it was actually something super about it. Motherfuckers had stock motor. Stock motor, stock Whipple tune, badass. Ah, you fucking idiot. Buying a fucking, basically a stock Mustang GT with snake badges on it and paid close to $100,000. You fucking moron. But before that, we have a couple of stickies. I have a sticky saying I went back to 2 weeks ago videos. A lot of people are complaining that too many ads during the live stream. They can't listen to it all the way through. I apologize. I went back, and every single show for the last 2 weeks or so, I took out any video ad that was in the middle of the video. The during video tab, I took it off. I make less money, but you guys get to watch the whole show. Not a problem without any interruptions. And I have a poll, so please participate in the poll, and we'll see if that matters. Also, Oh My God Cookies, as always, is a, I got the fucking logo all fucked up. Let's go up here. Oh My God Cookies is still sponsoring the giveaway that we have on the community tab for the members only. Right now it is Bring Your Wood Screws versus Bondolbird. Bondolbird is up by 6 votes, so he's looking to get some cookies by next week. So if you're a member, go to the community post where I ask which is the best Chevy car you would buy, why, and hopefully your comment gets the most likes by the next Monday. And then we'll announce the winner next Monday. Oh My God Cookies giving away 4 free cookies, and they're a sponsor of the show for this whole week. Why not? All right, guys. So let's say hi to the people here that have been waiting, and then we're gonna, talk some shit right away. Let's get right to it. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Boxy Luxury, Mike Schmidt, Fresh Pasteles, YouTube Curl Panda Free Speech, The Mod, Diego Flores, Frank S550, Slow 99, Clip Clop the Horse, Mike Hunt, Tongue Punch, My Fart Pipe, twice, Core Jem Jongchan, wow. Josh Roy, SVT Performance, great job, Shelby. Murdered the efficiency of an EV would increase rolling resistance and garbage front arrow. Did you guys see the trunk or the frunk? They actually made the frunk useless. What the fuck is wrong with them? Jason Herring, Denzel, or Donzel, Mike Hunt, again, I already got that. Jason Herring, W Clutch, we got Always on Time, Matt A, Mofler, Mod Stewart, Big K, Bruce Lee. We got the Real 5-0, Kanye Asada, Big K. Man, Budget Racing, Trevor Griffin, Gonzo the Great. We got Big K, I already said, and 508 Josh. We got a bunch of the same people. Bondolbird in the house, who's leading the charge. So let's get right to it. Let's not fuck around. Let's get to it. This is the best thing that came out of SEMA. I think this is the best thing that came out of SEMA. Someone did an absolutely wonderful job electric swapping a F100 with the Illuminator control pack electric motor system from Ford. This is a big win. This is probably going to cost you $200,000 to build, guys. This setup is so clean, it hurts. So do not look at this and think, oh yeah, I can build that. Fuck you. You're going to be, this is retirement money. This is, I made it money. This is an insanely clean build and hard to top. I think they did a very good job on it. It's beautiful. I love the color. I love the offset of the gold. Look at the seats. Look at the fucking thing out here, man. Look, bro, come on. How can you hate this? You really can't hate this. Now, if you're a guy that's going to spend $200,000+ on a build like this, which it is going to cost, you'd probably go, I'd fucking twin turbo coyote swap that. I get it, but you're not driving this bitch out of town. You're not driving this across the country. You're not doing anything like that. You're just going to show this thing out. And you know what? It sits right. Electric motor. I think it makes 460 horsepower and like 600 foot-pounds. Pound-feet, whatever you guys want to call it. It is gorgeous. Congratulations on whoever built this. They did an absolutely amazing job. How can you hate that? You really can't hate that. There's nothing about this I dislike. I like the color. I like the stance. I like the retro wheels with the wide, the retro style modern wheels. I think they're 20s, right? They look like 20s or maybe 21s. They're definitely not 17s or 18s. They look just phenomenal, and I think they did a really good job. So that's one good thing that came out of it. Looking at old vehicles that can be converted over to electric, and they just fucking look phenomenal. So I think they did a really good job, and I think they deserve some proper rep, because that is on the Ford Motor Company page on Facebook. I think it's something that it'd be cool. If you got big boy money, I think swaps like that are viable. I think that's worth it. If you don't want to coyote swap your shit and you want to be different, that's the way you do it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alex would be coyote swapping that motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? I would be coyote swapping the shit out of that motherfucker. But I understand people wanted to go electric and be different. Alex, did you watch Donk Master Gap, the world's fastest Model S Plaid? I don't care. Okay, so JB 1263, I'm not in that world. Donks make 1,200 horsepower. Donks have been known to go 7s. So for me, when I see a Donk beat a Tesla Plaid, I go, it should. Because Donks at that level are making over 1,000 wheel, and they're running low 8s. So when I look at a Donk that's built right, I am not surprised. Just because it has big wheels does not mean it should be slow. It's impressive, but I'm not surprised because I know the game. But I am not in the Donk game. That is a completely, there's grudge racing, then there's no prep racing, then there's the Donk guys. And I am not in any of those worlds. And I don't have an interest in being in them. RTRL says if Shelby pissed in a cup, called the Mountain Dew, and sold it for $20 a bottle, someone would buy it and preserve it. Have you guys seen the Shelby store? Have you guys seen the Shelby store? The apparel section of the Shelby store is fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, it is the most hilarious thing you will ever see. Socks, leggings, suitcases. Guys, they sell suitcases. They sell fanny packs. They sell tennis tables. They sell, what the fuck is it? Cornhole. Dude, they have no fucking shame. Once Carroll Shelby passed, or before that, they bought his namesake. They said, we're just going to slap his name on anything. Do they have socks? I need socks. I need some Shelby socks. Let me get some. Guys, I'm going to show you the jacket I want. Where is, oh my God, my shit's blowing up. Clearance. Let's see at the clearance rack, huh? Let's see what the clearance rack. Oh, tumblers. Books, smart keys, airplane pillows, socks. What the fuck is going on? So Shelby has been known to do trifling shit. Like, they've been known to do trifling shit like that. So no one is surprised that this motherfucker, the Shelby Mach-E GT has gotten even made or conceptualized. So I'm going to show you something else that we talked about last week or two or 3 days ago. The Desert Racer. For whatever reason, when I see DR, I'm like, Dune, like, Dune. And I got to be careful because I can't be spouting off on some racist shit. You know what I'm saying? So Desert Racer, Bronco with a V8. You guessed it, guys. Not street legal. I will repeat, motherfuckers. Not street legal. Desert Racer, but you can't drive it on public roads. That's right, guys. This is a off-road vehicle only, similar to what a Cobra Jet would be. Those of you that thought, I'm just going to buy a DR Bronco and cruise in the mall and mall crawl like most of the fucking Jeeps and other trucks that are built this way. Sorry, no VIN number. Sorry. Not going to happen. It is strictly a Desert Racer. Right here, the Jalopnik Post. You can buy the most powerful Bronco ever, the 2023 Ford Bronco Desert Racer. You can't drive it on public roads. Ford and Multimatic are partnering to make the most powerful Bronco ever, dubbed the Bronco DR, short for Desert Racer. Its model name isn't a slapdash exercise in badging. The V8-powered Bronco DR is intended for off-road use only. I repeat. The V8-powered Bronco DR is intended for off-road use only. So if you could buy the Ford Bronco DR, if you shelled out $250,000 or so for a build spot, but you'll have to tow it to the desert before doing any racing. Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that properly? $250,000, 6,200-pound weight. Why would you buy this? Because you're entering the Baja whatever the fuck? $250,000. What the fuck is happening? Hey, brother, decided to move on from Mustang and trading it in with equity for a LT4 Corvette. Thanks for your advice. Still a fan of Stangs. It is going to happen. A mass exodus leaving this company because their trajectory is absolute horseshit right now. Big K became a member of Puti Level and Second Shift Racing. I thought y'all were fucking, man, I thought y'all were members. I thought we were boys. Do you know what I'm saying? So, let's keep going. Let's keep going with the content. A lot more shit happened. This is the Mach-E GT Shelby concept. Do you guys, if you just ate food and you're near the television, the phone or the TV, or you're watching it at home, I'm telling you, you might want to step back. You're going to puke. I'm just letting it play 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Let's just let it play. And just, we're in awe of this monstrosity.
This is the new Shelby Mach-E with the Shelby package.
What we want to do is we're going to try a few things. So we'll get this car out there. So in addition to like the aerodynamic bit,
Look at what they did to the front, guys. Look at what they did to the front. They actually took the frunk and made it useless. You know, for the, for the duct. What the fuck did you guys do?
one thing that's really exciting is all these pieces are
Shelby guys right now looking at them wheels. Where can I get them wheels at?
What do you guys think?
It's trash. Bro. Yeah, we know it's a Shelby. Looks like a fucking candy cane. Oh, I put a mask on. I put a mask on. The motherfuckers have masks on. Grow up. Paint don't match. Bro, paint don't match. Yo, paint don't match. Paint don't match. No, it's the lighting, Alex.
Every website you'll put it in trust cards.
Fucking paint don't match, just like Shelby. Quality. Another guy. Oh, these two guys are normal guys. They're not wearing masks. Oh, what do you think of this piece of shit? That fucking sucks. Yeah, I know. I think so too. You want to go grab a bite later? Sure. Some hookers. I wonder if the hooker game is strong in Vegas. Yeah, what the fucking trash is that? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I know they've done trash shit before, but I'm telling you, it's a fast track to bullshit. It's just a fast track to bullshit. I think that little Ford concept is cool. I think the Illuminator swap stuff is cool. This shit is herp a deedle a derp. I'm telling you, I can't believe that Shelby would even try to conceptualize shoving their name on that. Like, really? Why didn't you shove it on a Lincoln vehicle? Why don't you shove it on anything else? Why a Mach? Because it's a Mustang, Alex. It's duh. Too simple, Alex. It's a Mustang. Wait, what do you think? Like, really, guys? Like, would you buy that? Would you fucking buy that? So, what do you guys think? We'll talk. We'll get your opinions. Again, the Desert Racer, not street legal. The Illuminator, swap motors in an F100 looking crispy. Shelby slapping their name on a Mach-E SUV. What do you guys think about that stuff? Would you buy it? I mean, I wouldn't. No. I would love a regular performance edition Mach-E just to fuck around and tool around with, but not anything Shelby badge because it makes me even more gay. Put in the tune for the 400 in my auto car. What's normally the neutral selected button to start it? Thanks, Alex. Ezekiel Ripe, if you're a S550 guy, it's the left downshift paddle for Gen 3. I'm not sure exactly who you are or what you are, but if you hold down the left shift paddle, the left downshift paddle on the steering wheel, that technically is your quote-unquote start button. So you can hold that and push start, and the car should start. Nice New Balances in the back. You're late to the game, Caven Zajac. They've been there for a fucking week. Wait, the Shelby Maverick comes out? Wait till the Shelby Maverick comes out. Dude, they put their name on an F250, F350, and F150. Why can't there be a Shelby Maverick? Now, there's supposedly a couple of concept Mavericks that are floating around, and they look like a Puerto Rican built it. And I'm Puerto Rican, and I think it looks like shit. I swear to God, they actually went out there and started saying, hey, mini truck owners, I'm surprised the bed doesn't dance around on this truck. I'm trying to find, oh my God, we just went ham on the chat today. We just went ape shit on everything. Yep, we just like talked shit. I don't know if we got any work. If you guys didn't get your tunes today, sorry, because we just basically talk shit on all these cars pretty much all fucking day. There we go. There it is. I don't know if this is a real picture, but let me see. I don't know if this is real or if this is a rendering, but supposedly it's going to look something like that. Like something like that is like hovering around somewhere. If y'all got an actual picture of the deal or a link to it, let me know. But once we saw that, like on some of the Facebook groups, we're like, oh my God, it's the beginning of the end. Hit the like button, peeps, says Coca-Cola. Electric Shelby comes with Ghost Cam. Can you tune my Shelby from being gay? No, I don't think we could do any of that. That's my dream Hot Wheels car, bro. Why do you keep pushing the Mach-E? Why do they keep pushing the Mach-E? At least make an electric Mustang. That's the thing, Rich 50. I don't understand why they don't make an electric Mustang. I'm saying a viable electric Mustang, something that's actually legit, something that's actually, I don't know, decent, like all-wheel drive, hybrid, or let's make it fully electric. That's okay. Put it in a Mustang, put it in a coupe, put it in something sporty with a bunch of torque, 500 foot-pounds of torque, 500 horsepower. People would buy that. A 300-mile range, 500 S550 at under 4,000 pounds. They will buy it. I guarantee they'll buy it. They buy EcoBoost Mustangs. People actually get financing for EcoBoost Mustangs, if you can believe it. Like, I can't imagine a bank going, hey, someone's going to buy a Mustang. Oh, sweet. What trim? EcoBoost base model. They're like, and they're going to finance that? Yeah, apparently they're going to finance that. Oscar Diaz says, Bicho, people are asking how to become a member. I'm blown away by that. So I'm going to put a sticky up on my home. Okay, here's join. Ah, shit. Bam. Let me go click on join. And here's the link. Let me see. Where is the link? It's funny how I just like went there. Let me see. Boy, how do you do the see, I just went there. See, like just there. Like, hey guys, right there. Join. I mean, oh, I got an iPhone though, Alex. Oh, is there a join here? Is there something going on here? Is there a link? No. Oh, don't show me that my info. But yeah, it's right. I mean, sorry guys, it's literally right here. But I wish there was a share more about, learn more. Yeah, I don't know, but there's a loyalty badges. Let me see. Learn more about memberships, report perks, get access, join this channel. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm one of these idiots that actually has a fucking computer and it's literally right there. And if you have an iPhone, sorry. Next time you tell your fucking friends your iPhone's badass and then you don't have a join button, sorry, brother. That's on you. Alex, I missed my Ghost Cam tune when I was NA. Now that I'm TVS boosted, can I still have a Ghost Cam tune or not a good idea? Dakota says it's archived. Thanks. Joey G, Gen 2 likes to chop on Ghost Cam. Gen 1 does not. So if you have a Gen 1 Mustang, you're shit out of luck. There you go. YouTube corrupt and our free speech with the save. Let me go in there and I'll make it a sticky. Yes, sir. I'm going to replace the pinned. Here we go. So now it is a pinned comment up top. So when you want to join, it is a pinned comment at the top of the chat. So you should be good to go for a while there. If they make a 5.0 Mustang all-wheel drive hybrid, I would buy it. I might even consider that. I told you guys I'm not looking to support Ford anymore, so I'm not going to buy any new Mustangs. But if a 500, a hybrid, tunable Mustang comes out, I might have to get that motherfucker. iPhone users literally download Google as your internet browser and it'll allow you to join the channel that easy. iPhone fucking sucks. They let you see the internet the way they want you to see the internet, not the way it actually can look to everyone else. Imagine not having a join button, which is on everyone else's browser, but why didn't Apple institute that in their browser? Unreal. Sadly, those SEMA cars are the future. You're not wrong, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, those SEMA cars, they say concept, but one thing that did not become reality was an automatic CJ car. Remember 3 or 4 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, SEMA had a CJ intake manifold in a auto Mustang, and they were actually having trouble tuning it, and it blew my fucking mind because Lund Racing and other tuners have been tuning that combo forever. But all of a sudden Ford's like, oh, we could put a Cobra Jet in a 6R80 car, and I'm like, so what's the big fucking deal? Been doing that shit since it came out. People put Boss intakes right away. They lock out the IMRC. Do Ford engineers have trouble with things of that nature? Crossing a twin bore throttle body onto a calibration that has a single blade? Is it limited on their calibration on the stuff that they use? They don't have like a value file system to be able to plop things onto known calibrations and have it jive. I can't imagine. They have the access to all the Billy Badass shit. Why were they having trouble with that? I don't know. They said their tuner got sick, like deathly ill back when it was being tuned. And while the time SEMA came around, it never actually got tuned. It just kind of went away. I saw a pic of Ford's Facebook page of the vehicles covered and Ford asking, what do you think of it? And not one comment was anything positive. Everyone was posting negative shit. Joshua, if you got a link to that, I'd love to see it. I'd love to read the comments on it. Apple sucks. They do. iPhone peasants on Safari, press the AA in the URL and press request desktop and go to the channel. You'll see. Oh my God. Just get rid of your fucking iPhone if you got to fucking hit things with your elbow and hold 3 buttons at the same time to have a join tab pop up. Stop it. YouTube is part of Google and direct competition. Well, guess what, buddy? You're on YouTube. So decide. Car Enthusiast says, what's up, Alex? Nestor here. Heard you say a few times that Pump E is going away eventually. Is it still worth getting a return style fuel system if I'm going to run 13 to 15 PSI with MS109? I don't think pump ethanol is going to go away like in 3 years. So I would get a return style fuel system just to get away from the stock pump. You have a stock pump. At least get a D-Works 400 or something bigger. I would get a return style fuel system even on pump gas. I want to have the headroom. I want to have the higher capacity pumps. I want to have the bigger lines. I just want to have headroom for my boosted vehicle to have enough. Because let's say, for instance, Nestor, it's cold out. You see how cold it's getting now in Florida, into the 60s and 50s at night, especially in the north. And when you go watt and you're at 15 PSI, your fuel system, stock pump, might not be able to keep up with demand. Might not. Matt 11GT 2011 GT says compression on my car comes back at 154 across the board. That's not good. Leak down was good. I feel like this is low. If you have a stage 3 cams with the higher lift cause dynamic compression to be lower. Yes, you're probably right on the money. But A stock cammed 12-to-1 compression car should be 190 to 212 or something like that. You're at 150 at 11-to-1 compression? Oof, I don't know. Maybe, but I'm telling you, my GT500 compression came back in the 160, 170 range, and it is 9 to 7 or 9 to 6 or 9 to 8 compression. 8 to 1. And it had 160 almost. So we might have to look into what's going on. Leak down was good, so the rings are good. So you should be okay. Wonder if anyone is talking about their RPM act at SEMA. They are at SEMA. What they do have is these meetings and these backroom deals and these small conferences all over the place. Basically what SEMA is, it's similar to PRI, where you show up and then you have little conferences with people and you network. That's what SEMA really is. It's a networking bonanza. And then you go there and you talk to, like, we got in touch with HP Tuners 2 or 3 years ago there, and we hammered out some deals. We talked to Ford Racing at PRI, and that's when we found out the Iron Coyote's a fucking dud. And then we basically found out they're not looking to play ball at all with any aftermarket tuners, except ones that have specific contracts like Whipple, Roush, etc. Did you guys see Roush announce that they have supercharger kits available for 2021 F-150? And I commented in the comment section, 160 IATs, here we come. I'm sure they love that. 154 at 12-to-1, Matt. That's low. That's low, brother. Thumbs up. I don't know where you put your cams. I don't know what's going on, but that to me sounds low. It just sounds low. I did a crank relearn on my 15 VMP car. Hopefully this clears random misfire codes. It should if you never did a crank relearn. Duration usually affects compression ratio more than lift. He's right. We don't delete cats, Jason Miller. Exactly. Jason Miller said something about someone losing their building. I don't know this, guys. Guys, I don't know rumors. I don't like spreading rumors because, especially when it comes to competitors, I'm not looking to, because karma's a fucking bitch. Just pay attention to your own shit. Let everyone else do their thing. Thanks for dialing in the Mustang. She's moving hard, Alex. If you ain't Lund Tune, where the fuck you at? Jordan Cox. The car was cold. I might have gapped the rings too large. Potentially. But hey, that means you can just boost it to death. Second Shift Race says, don't worry, Alex. We're always members. You had to pay the peasant bill to renew the membership. We got you, bitch. Thank you, Second Shift Racing. I appreciate that very much. JSE Decker. Wow. A D-Works 400 flows 10% more than an 18 plus pump. I've tested lots of them. Really? Damn, that's JSED Decker. You might be right, because when I've seen people install a D-Works 400 pump, it still doesn't cure their issues. And I go, wait a minute. It's a D-Works 400. Shouldn't it be flowing like a motherfucker? And he said only 10% more. So there could be something going on. So maybe D-Works has an issue that we don't know about. I don't know. One day Alex will be offered high six figures to tune and do R&D exclusively for Ford Motor Company. I am not that smart. I know my limitations. I am a better promoter. I'm a better influencer, if you want to call that. I'm a better guy to push your product, than to actually tune. I am not interested in tuning. Like, if I don't tune for Lund, I don't tune ever again. I don't care to ever tune on my own. If I do tune on my own, it'll be on my own cars with standalones. And that's the only thing that interests me, to have ultimate control of the calibration on my personal vehicles. But I am not interested in tuning in a commercial capacity unless it's for Lund Racing. Ford Motor, wait a minute, $100,000. I can make that at Lund. Lund pays good, bro. And they obviously not base salary, but bonuses and perks, they pay good. So $100,000 ain't shit if Ford Motor Company wants a motherfucker. Now, if Ford Motor Company says, we want you to shill for us, that'll be $200,000. Regardless of what I do or not. Hunter Walker says, no Coyote, oops, yo, whatever. Okay. Kurt says, besides sending an MTD2 to Ben Calmer, what can I do to fix the issues? I don't even know what the fuck your issues were at the beginning, so I don't know. Gordon Camerling talks to Matt 211 GT, and Luis Figueroa says, got my first track full-weight street tire, 12.7, all stock, spinning the tires down the quarter, order my cold air intake tune. What will help to get better traction 60 foot down the track? Bet 60 foot is a 1.9. Stickier tires will beat your Huckleberry in the beginning. It will teach you to slip the clutch, and it will show where your suspension is lacking and where to upgrade it. Dante Delgado says, Bicho, can you explain how suspension separation for drag racing works and how to make it happen easier for auto cars than clutch in stick cars? Separation is anti-squat, and it's all about bar angle. If you want to, Tim McAmis is a guru when it comes to pretty much everything. Okay, the guy's super smart guy, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of link you to a video to learn a lot about bar angle, anti-squat, all this stuff. And let me see, Tim McAmis, and he only has 54,000 subscribers. That blows my mind. This guy is a wealth of knowledge. So this guy right here, guys, Tim McAmis, just a super duper knowledgeable chassis builder. And if you go in there and you start talking about 4-link basics and all that, look, he has great videos about everything, about bar angle, about suspension, about a little bit of everything. The guy can explain suspensions at a way stronger level than I could. I cannot even try to begin to give you the kind of knowledge this man can. So if I was you, go to Tim McAmis Performance Parts, subscribe. He has great videos talking about rich guys that do pro mod shit. He has suspension how-tos. He explains how the tire needs to be driven down to the ground by a bar angle. And he has great tech videos. That guy's a fucking genius. I love him. He's straightforward. He's like me, but more of an adult version of me. I'm a fucking dickhead. That guy's legit as fuck. Alex, can you explain the load math data? Can you tell how much boost or power it makes Roush Gen 2? Tom D'Alessio, generally, depending on how accurate the injector data is, will directly correlate as to how much you have to hit the math. Now, there's two trains of thoughts, right? If you trust injector dynamics, injector data, and you plop it into where it goes, you trust it because Paul Yall's a genius. Okay, then that means the math should be off because the manufacturing process of the math is probably varying more than the injector of ID or FIC. So if, for instance, I get a PMAS mass airflow sensor or mass airflow housing, which is fucking repeatable as shit, and injector dynamics, ID 1000s or FIC 1000Hs or 1440s, and I put them in there, the data should be within 5%. And that's the spec I kind of go by. Now, let's say, for instance, you have D-Twerk 72s, D-Twerk 95s, or MU52s, or Bobo LU47s. Well, what a lot of people like to do is they put the injector data in, boop, then they start hammering the math. When you hammer the math, meaning you start adding fuel in the mass airflow frequency section, you will skew air load. So if, for instance, I see a car leaning out in the fuel trims, to me, that means your fuel system is not keeping up. But I can sort of mask it by hammering the math. So if 11 PSI pulley on a TVS with proper MAF and injector data, 1000s and a PMAS, does 1.6 air load at about 10 or 11 PSI. In my mind, that's about 10 or 11 PSI. 1.6 air load with the right injector, with the right this. But let's say you have the same pulley, but you have D-Twerk 72s and a Roush cold air intake or a copy of a Roush cold air intake. Now I have to start skewing the data to make the short-term fuel trims make sense. So what that does is it makes me either mess with the slopes or mess with the math frequency data. When I hammer the math frequency data and add more fuel to it, load goes up. So I know when I see something pulleyed for 10 PSI, show me 2.0 air load, something is wrong. You either gave me the wrong injector or your mass airflow data or your mass airflow housing is different size than you told me that it was. I've seen that many times. For instance, I've seen people tell me I got a JLT 123 in a GT 500. And I'm like, air load is 2.2 on a 3.0 upper, stock lower, pump gas. Something's wrong. Oh, it's actually a resonator delete JLT 100 millimeter. It's not a 123 JLT. So MAF and air load have direct correlation. So does MAF pounds a minute. I can make a car by skewing injector data have higher MAF pounds a minute. So cold air manufacturers or guys in garages that are making cold airs out of tin cans are out there saying it does more MAF pounds a minute. That doesn't matter, because if the injector data and MAF data is incorrect, then nothing is correct. You understand? That's why tuners go, I want this injector, I want this cold air intake, because the data we see coming back is proper, and we can properly diagnose your vehicle if the parts that are in the car are vetted and something that we support. Because if not, the data that's being spit back out to us is not proper, and we can't diagnose your vehicle properly. That's why people like Lund Racing, like ID, FIC, Ford performance injectors, and certain cold air manufacturers that have super repeatable data. It helps us diagnose your vehicle because we don't have to hack our way around the calibration. I've seen tuners hit the MAF by 20% to compensate. That's how I know you're not a good tuner. If you hit the MAF by 20% on a known MAF curve and a known injector, you do not deserve to be fucking tuning. You should get the fuck away from tuning and go back doing whatever the fuck you were doing before you got in front of a keyboard. There's a whole explanation for it. You wanted an explanation? There you go. Okay. Just Razor, Millennials, Gen Y, Forge Engineer. So what do I need besides the kit? What is Coyote 666 talking about, dude? Might be a dumb question, but I've seen a lot of news on the TDN app for HP Tuner RTD device. Will the app be compatible with Lund Racing RTDs? Jamie Prado, I have no idea why HP Tuners is putting out information on an application that is not available. Please stop. If it is not readily available, do not promote it like if it's available. We've been beta testing it for like 7 months or 6 months, and it still has quirks. It still has issues. It still has a couple of things that needs to be worked out. But of course, to get some publicity, they go, wow, look at cloud-based tuning. Shh. When it's ready to go, promote it. Because what's going to happen? Everyone is going to go, hey, I want my shit loaded to the cloud. Okay, here you go. Hey, it doesn't work. Call HP Tuners. If it isn't working 150%, do not promote it. How many times have you guys seen put out promotional stuff for a product that isn't available yet? So HP Tuners better hire a bunch of customer service representatives, because anytime someone has an issue with a tuner, RTD, scanner, or TDN, go hit up HP Tuners. Go hit them up. Go hit them up. They are the ones that make the product. All we do is export it to the cloud. Let it do what it does. A little late, but what is up, bitchos? George Mendoza says, hey, Alex, what do you think of a 2012 Mustang GT stick running 11.7? It's normal. Like, my car went 11.5 with the JLT intake, believe it or not, pump gas, 373s, and H&R springs. You went E85 and long tube headers, full weight, 26-inch slick front skinnies. It's a little slow. It's a little slow. It should be 1150 or so. Good evening, says Man of War. Been a member for 9 months. Thank you, sir. Can you explain non-racing motherfuckers that sidewall is more important than width? I mean, it depends, right? Like, look at donks. Donks have massive rollout. Some donks run 8s. Donks don't need bead locks because of the amount of area that's on that wheel and sidewall. They are not going to spin that wheel on the fucking bead. So people want wide ass fucking tires, but let's say you have a wide ass tire, wide ass 15, and not much sidewall. Right? Donks are thin relatively, but a lot of rollout, and that seems to help with acceleration. You don't need any kind of bead locking device. It seems to do really well. Some of them have even a regular tire. That's right. A regular like bitch ass radial. And those things have gone 9s or 8s with a regular bitch ass radial. I can't explain the science behind it because number one, I have to be better at explaining it. I can't explain it simply. But just understand this. Don't go out there getting a 335, 35, 19 and wonder why it's not hooking. What is it? Their name. How do you tag someone? Paxton 2200. Okay, Paxton 2200 or Roush 23. What is batter? Jason Miller says batter on a 6R80. Either. It's all about configuring the vehicle to take best advantage of the power curve of each blower. That's pretty straightforward. I can't imagine you would even ask that. Alex, what about people outside the U.S.? No chance for SET engaged? No. Mohammed SVT, we don't care that you're in Qatar, Saudi Arabia. We cannot turn off O2s. We cannot send you SET tunes because we don't have the ability to. Once EPA knocked on our door, SET was like, oh shit. And they got scared and they fucking said, yo, we can't fuck with you no more. Thanks for having our back, guys. Way to go. The highest volume Ford guy. They're like, oh, they got scared and they dipped the fuck out. How are sales that quarter, huh, buddy? How are sales the last 2 quarters? Tell me about that. Bitch, someone paid for a $10 super chat and got missed, sir. Alex, driving in the rain, suddenly threw a code. Looked it up and have no idea and have an idea what to check. My question is, do you or anyone at the chat have any experience with this code? U0415. It just came up out of nowhere. Copy paste. Let's go. Invalid data received from the analog braking system. Check your ABS system. Is your ABS module fucked up? Did you do anything recently to the brakes? Let me know. Alex, what twin turbo kit do you recommend in terms of fitment? Boy, Armageddon stuff fit really nice. Fluid stuff fit really nice, but I don't know how many kits we have left. We have I think 7 kits left or something like that. On3 is absolute trash for fitment, but they make power. I know that Aldo's kits fit really well, but you're going to pay some money for that. Midnight's kits, but I think they have to install it themselves. If Midnight started selling kits, the problem with turbo kits, guys, because I have very good knowledge based on Jake's dealings with the F-150 turbo kit, there is no money in turbo kits. There is no money in turbo kits because let's say by the time it's all said and done, I need to make $2,500 a kit. Well, by the time I buy decent materials, do all the jig work, do all the fitment, stock it, package it, put it in boxes, support it after it's been installed, I am losing money. It's a money loser. So people like Midnight probably go, well, I'll make money on the install. And then the support is local. I don't have to support it in Alaska. I don't have to support it I just support it here locally. Come to the shop. We'll see what the deal is. And that's a smart move. But selling turbo kits, that's why On3 makes some money. Their shit fits like trash. They know it fits like trash. They don't put that much effort into it. And they just get it out there and go, what'd you expect for that kind of money? What'd you expect for $4,500? What'd you expect for $6,500? Then someone comes out with a superbly fitting turbo kit. And they charge you $12,500 for the turbo kit. What do you guys do? Oh, that's fucking bullshit. That's too expensive. There is no money in turbo kits. Can a Whipple Supercharger 3.0 on a S197 reach over 1,000 horsepower? Sure. Absolutely. 12 to 1 compression, fucking 2.8 upper and 20% lower. Should make 1,000, no problem. There is, if you're Dustin from CPR and just, oof, Jesus, Mike Wobb, relax. I'm not looking to cause any drama. Tonight we put 34 pounds on a 100% stock Cobra motor for ModNats Gen 5 3.0 Whipple car. 34 pounds, holy shit. Unplug the reseat the ABS sensor. Be sure to check electric grease, says Frank S550 for the U0415 code guy. Alex, give me black wire tape to tune for light, says JD Swag. Just how much gap do you give them rings? Matt 20T says 24-25. My car shakes, RPMs rise, and little when I'm stationary at a light. In D, with my foot on the brake, with my 10 or 80. Happens only sometimes. Okay. So what do you think a tuner's going to say? Yep, Alda top mount kits was $20K. Exactly, Eric V. Great fitting kits are very expensive. Very expensive. That's why everyone recommended. Also, Alda does nice work no matter the cost. Dude, if you buy turbos and you want quality, cost goes out the window. You just want the best shit. You just want the best shit. And if you are penny pinching, turbos aren't for you. Turbos are not for you if you are penny pinching. The fitment, the artwork, the fabrication, the quality, the support they need to give you after the fact, the install time. Guys, seriously, when it comes to turbo kits, you start to skimp, you pay more in labor. So how many times, okay, what's worth more? A $12,000 turbo kit that takes you 8 hours to put in, or a $8,000 turbo kit that takes you 3 days to put in? Oh, I don't care. Labor's free. Yeah, okay. Mohammed says live with it. Thank you, Frank. No. Tuners won't say live with it. Tuners will say data log it. Data log it. Send it in. I can't guess as to what it is. You might just have that stupid ass Gen 3 cam reversion issue. It's very prevalent. It's been known for a very long time. Gen 2 350 engines still blowing up. All GT350 engines are blown up if you push them too hard. None of them are bulletproof. None of them are bulletproof. I think the weak link is still the rods, because Fat House Fab made like 1,300 horse, 1,400 horse with a stock crank. The rods are where the issue lies. How much power can you expect out of a Gen 1 full bolt-on? Again, you said full bolt-on. Full bolt-on is now banned from being used on this chat. Men don't say full bolt-on. I've never said full bolt-on because I have no fucking idea what you think full bolt-on is. He says stage 3 cams and stage 3 ported heads with a Cobra jet. Why don't you bolt on a supercharger? It bolts on. Why don't you bolt on a turbo kit? You know what full bolt-on means to me? You bolted on a nitrous kit, a turbo, and a blower with a Cobra jet and cams. You fully bolted everything on. Full bolt-on is a stupid term. Sunkiss SRT says 100%. Just spent a pretty penny on my top mount manifold and fab work. Mohammed says, so the only way to get tuned by Lund is RTD only, right? So far, or a used unlockable Lund Racing N-Gauge. Chase Bonner says, knowing or being a fabricator saves thousands of dollars. You can build a 1,500 horsepower single kit for less than $5,500. He's right. I have gotten a couple of guys that really know their shit, and they mount their turbos in weird spots. But I'm telling you guys, when the logs come back, I'm like, clean. That bitch looks clean, and it makes power. Good job. No back pressure. Fucking awesome. Stephen Baker says, Alex, I got 14 GT500 headers, 2.4, ported Trinity on 93. Would you recommend anything else to run the XBA elbow, Kenny Bell 168, and DD 149? You're living on pump gas. You're pushing all this stuff on this car on pumped gas. How about you go E85 and forego the Kenny Bell 168 and forego the 149 and forego the elbow? Why don't you just go twin 65 bolted onto the stock shit, a 120 millimeter PMAS or so, cold air, and E85? You're shoving a lot of air into a car with the biggest, most important thing being the fuel quality being fucking 93. 93 isn't race gas. 93 is the highest quality pump gas you can get, and it varies station to station. You can go to Marathon, and that 93 won't tolerate 16 degrees of timing. Then you can go to fucking Sunoco, and it'll tolerate 18 degrees of timing. So I can't give you advice as to ragging out a GT500 on pump gas. Not my thing. Savage 50 says 18 Mustang RPG sleeve long block, Hellion twin turbo, blah, 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 blah. What's your thoughts on Motec ECU? Why in the fuck would you want a Motec ECU on that? Why? We got stock computer cars running 7s, and you want a Motec ECU on a regular bitch-ass car? So you got a 10R80 and a built long block. Why the fuck do you want Motec? Why? Just tell me, Savage 50, why do you want Motec? Are you planning on running E50 with a flex fuel sensor? Are you planning on having changeable maps? Are you okay paying $5,000 for tuning? Repeat. Are you okay buying a $5,000 tuning device, basically Motec, and having the tuner probably charge you $1,500 to $2,000 to tune it? You want to spend basically $6,000 to tune it with something that won't make one more horsepower with it than a stock computer. Why do you want Motec on that car? That's a weird question. The tri-charge full bolt-on. Full bolt-on means it's properly torqued to spec, says Wings 65288. The car made over 800 on 3 pulls. Going to buy a new gauge and try again. Now looking forward to replacing rings. Full bolt-on is righty-tighty becomes righty-loosey. It done. Mohammed SET. That's very good. That's very good. Mohammed says, what's the ultimate solution for chocolate milk pump gas here in Saudi Arabia, Alex? Mixing 109? Yeah, race gas. I mean, look, there is no solution for bad gas, but good gas. That's just no solution. Just spent $3,000 and go 85. Alex, eventually as we team would like to build a moderate car to teach younger generations how to stick race. Any idea what combo would be good? Alex, eventually we as a team would like to build a moderate car to teach younger generations how to stick race. Any idea what combo would be good? Well, you got to attract the young guy, but not alienate the old guy. So I think an SN would be good. An SN, like a new edge. The young guys like it. Old guys, it's like that in-between car. S197, I think, is more involved than you really want to, and it is a heavier chassis. So if you were to start with a SN, like a new edge or something like that, sorry, and when I say SN, new edge guys get mad. Let's just say new edge, 99 and up. Start with a 99 and up, fuck around with that. You're familiar with it already, and start showing them the basics from beginning to end and make a whole video series about it. That's what I want to do with the Fox Body because I'm old, but I think the Fox Body is just such a killer platform to go 10s quite cheaply if you know what you're doing. Alex, quick question. Putting the regulator on close to the tank, shorten the return line, and 8 feet to the rails, deadhead style, 1/4 inch vacuum line. Okay. Look, dude. What the fuck are you asking me? Putting the regulator close to the tank, shorten the return line. Why do you want to shorten the return line? Why do you want to shorten the return line? The regulator doesn't care. I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of doesn't matter, but I prefer the regulator be close to the rail, in my opinion. Because let's say the regulator is at the tank and you set it at 55. Well, what's the pressure at the rail? Does it lose steam the longer the line? Why not have a pressurized line go all the way up to the engine bay, regulate it close to the rail to have the less possible pressure loss between the regulator and the rail? That's what I would do. The same horsepower. Exactly, the same horsepower. Like, literally, why would you want Motec on a car that makes the exact same power as a stock computer car? I don't even understand the process, the thought process. I don't get it. Savcho, yes, I want changeable tunes. I'm in Canada and ordered barrels of V90. Our pump gas is shit. Anyone? Okay, so you flash another fucking tune on it. You take the N-Gauge or RTD and flash another tune on it. So you want to pay $5,000 to $6,000 to flash tunes on the fly? Bro, I would rather save that money and do 1.5 minutes between flashes. Crazy. Emailed the Ford Facebook link with negative comments, says Josh Roy. Oh, got it. Thank you. Let me see. Gmail. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll read some of the comments. Oh man, my head is hurting. It's because the fucking headphones fucked me up, dude. I got to figure like an earbud situation out. Oh, get the Bluetooth, Alex. Get some Bluetooth. Fuck you. Josh Roy, here we go. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Let's see the link. Ford Muscle taking bets on what Ford Motor Company will unveil. Okay. Okay, so this is FordMuscle.com. Probably more trash like that Maverick. Good shit. More comments. That was Josh Roy. Preparing for disappointment people in 3, 2, 1. Doc Turner. Want to see an electric Lightning tourer just like the old ones? Nice and low, wide-ass wheels, and faster than anyone else's gasser. Jed Van Winkle Dick. Would be nice to have something to challenge the new C806. More electric bullshit cars and trucks. Something $40,000 more than it was actually worth. However, for $80,000, you can get groovy wheels that look like under truck spares and cloth seats. Jared Bemish with the fucking burn. So I'm not the only one really hating the crap what Ford is doing. They're digging their own grave, trying to appeal to the liberals. Ron Bell? Fuck yeah, exactly. I don't know a single person who likes any of these new crap they're putting out. Apparently, you haven't been watching their stock prices. Do you think that the government chose them for electric car program? Ford is on top of the game, says Nick Flame. Nick Flame, well, when they're making about 600% profit, at least I would say that's the main thing keeping them going. That Sharp looks like an 80s era F-150. Another useless electric junk that will cost 90 grand. More electric trash. If we're lucky, a 70s Moon Pie F-100 with a 390 and a C6. Wow. These comments are great. That's a good shit right there. Get a Terminator and they hold their value. Oh, man. From your experience, Alex, which one of them can handle more horsepower? 5.4 or 5.8? Both at 850, they're pretty much done. But I've seen 5.4s be a little more robust, in my opinion. I'm getting a Shelby Edition Harley Davidson, says Mustang Lifestyles. Look like a shopping cart under those covers. I guess they will reveal the crate electric game. They already revealed it. That was yesterday or something. Yeah, they already revealed it. Let me see. Yeah, that was the F-100 and then some other trash. Yeah, they already revealed it. What's up? What's up, Cuban Coyote? How you doing, sir? Are you looking forward to tuning Coyote Swap Maverick? Fuck no. I hope I'm out of the game before that shit comes through, bro. I hope I'm out of the game. 3 years tops, bro. 2-3 years tops. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Outlaw ice cars. Hopefully this channel takes off and I can just do videos and talk shit about Ford forever. But I doubt that's going to happen. Just picked up a 21 full-size Bronco 2.7. Will tuning be available for Lund? Why the fuck did you buy that hunk of shit? Probably not. Probably not. We'll see what HP Tuners decides to support, but we're not looking forward to tuning that hunk of shit. Sorry, love you. We're not interested. Look, we might support it if it becomes a thing, but we're not proactively looking to tune a fucking 2.7 Bronco. Nope. Thinking Joe Biden is running Ford. Alex, I sent you Blue Maverick from SEMA on Instagram. Holy shit, Instagram. And I bet you're like on my requests. We're probably not like boys and shit. Instagram. Oh, man, my fucking chest is popping like a motherfucker. Let me see. Sent a post. Oh, there it is. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my effing Lord. Guys, it's the end of days. Someone will like this. Some fucking cuck. Some fucking cuck will like this and go, oh, those wheels are sick, man. I'd love to rock that. What the fuck, man? I just don't care anymore, man. Mini truck revival. There's this dickhead. Mini truck, we're back. Mortimer, we're back. Fuck you. Daniel Paredes gave me $50. That's crazy. I'm a traveling turbine inspector. I only get to go home at once every 6 weeks. Bro, you got to get a new job. I would love your input on the stout build making 750 to 800 15 track pack. That is not hard to do. Any blower at 14 to 15 PSI and E85 with the 4 innovations, the only fuel system I recommend. Return style fuel system. Any blower, 14 to 15 PSI. Paxton, Vortec, Roush, Whipple, ESS can make big boy power like that. That's not a problem. There isn't that much magic to it. E85 return style fuel system. Any blower, whatever you like it to look like under the hood, making about 14 to 15 PSI should be able to get you good numbers like that. What is needed to convert a 2017 to E85? Imperial S550, if it has no mods like stock, nothing, just a tune. If it has an 18 manifold, it needs injector. If it has any other manifold than stock, it needs at least an LU47 injector and a tune. Looks like a Honda Element. Trash tier truck. The new Mercury Mistress. What the fuck is that? Rad, bro. That fucking Maverick looks like absolute fucking trash. I don't know what's happening. I just don't know what's happening. I don't know who is giving the thumbs up to this cuck ass shit. Fred, 1320 video. Not gonna lie, I really like the Maverick. Well, we know Fred's has really shitty taste. I mean, he is an LS guy. No, he likes like Honda shit, right? 1320 video, like they like that Honda. He likes he gets off on Evos and RX-7s, right? Love Fred, but you're psycho. How much power do you expect out of a Cobra Jet ported twin? What is wrong with people? When did I start saying power numbers out of anything ever? Jose Suarez, buy a boosted car. These NA guys fucking kill me. These NA guys fucking kill me. They drain the energy out of my soul. They're out there trying 16 different cold airs, wondering why I don't give them the sauce. 9,000 RPM shifts. Give me drag mode. Give me manual mode. Give me more timing. Give me more. P51 makes more power because it's a smaller intake. Alex, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm going to go to another tuner because he gives a fuck about us. No. I give you the truth. This combo sucks. But the money you spent on this combo, you could have gone boosted, full weight, and gone a fucking second faster. They don't want to hear that shit. They want to do what they want to do and play the NA game. Meanwhile, they're 12K deep into a fucking 10-9, 10-8, 10-5 car. Blows my mind. Don't care. Age Alert says Oscar Diaz, Fred loves that mismatched colored VW Jettas. Ugh. A clapped out El Camino looks better than a Maverick. Heavy duty. Let's go. Yonce liking the heavy duty. Let's get some heavy duty in the house. Let's get some
asshole. Oh yeah. They want it. Heavy duty.
We got about a half hour left, so get your questions in. Get the fuck out of here real quick. I've been through it all. Nitrous, blower, and turbo. I wish I could go back and do it right the first time. Cuban Coyote is a great example who did everything. The 350 throttle body, the 18 manifold, the com cams, the Paxton, the manual. And if Cuban Coyote would have sat down with his younger self and said, Mira cante cabrón, sit down, buy a turbo kit from David, a turbo 400, and you're done. And you would have saved how much, Cuban? $10,000, $15,000? Cuban, you and I both know you would have said, you went nitrous. You wanted to do a 200, 250 shot. Blew that shit to kingdom come, and I knew it would. Coyotes don't like nitrous going through a fucking plate over a 150 shot. They just don't. I'm sorry, they just don't. It's not an LS. They just don't. Blew it up. So he would have saved himself probably $15,000 if he would have listened to me. The reason people like us tell NA guys, tuners, you are wasting your fucking money. I'm telling you, I am sitting you down. I am grabbing you by the ears and yelling in your face. You're wasting your fucking money. Boost it now. They don't listen. No, but we got an NA shootout. We got an NA streetcar shootout. Fucking duds would deal with all the time, bro. Two Sick Coyote gave me $2. Thank you, sir. Peter Chow became a new Bicho level member. The Maverick is a love child of the late 90s. Taurus and Lightning. Need You Can't Handle the Truth sound clip. Diet Coke money. Also, is that American Gangster sound clip a real thing? I got to get it. Yeah. American Gangster. He says, you got to blot that shit. That was American Gangster, but I haven't added it yet. I just haven't had time. Today after work, my head hurt. I laid down because I did NA tunes. And then I fucking got up and I started editing my last 2 weeks videos so that there wouldn't be any mid-roll ads, because you guys complained about a ton of videos in the middle, a ton of commercials in the middle of the video. So I deleted them because y'all get mad. So I'm trying to make you guys happy. I did my calculations. I have 100,000 into the build. Cuban Coyote has $100,000 into his build. So you guys want to play that NA game? Go ahead. Surprised the bed doesn't dance around. Do you have any experience with Snake Eater performance injectors? Look. Snake Eater performance injectors? What do you think? What do you think of Ortiz Performance Tune? We know him. I think he used to work for Bama back in the day. He's a nice guy. I just hope he doesn't talk shit on Lund. Once in a while, I see some of his posts and I go, easy, because I am the Lund defender and I don't go soft on people. But he hasn't directly called out Lund, but he does say some stuff that makes you go, keep it up. The Lund name has to come out just once. But he seems like a good guy and a decent tuner. So hopefully he gets a lot of business. Hit the blower from My Science Project. Oh, that's good shit. Good shit. I'm still an A, but I know better not waste my money. I'm tuned on Stockbox. Smart guy. Surprised the bed doesn't dance around. Do you have any? Already got that? What do you think of Ortiz? Already got that? Glad I'm on here learning from everyone's experiences. Kyle Wren. Exactly. 100,000. Guys, do you think when a guy has a 790 Mustang that he has only 30K into it? He probably went through 5 motors, 7 transmissions, 6 rear ends, 8 sets of axles, 2 wives to achieve that. So you know a man that has a car at that capacity has spent the money or the time in the garage. What do you think about the 5.7 Chargers? Don't care for them. I know someone said that the Cop Chargers have all-wheel drive, 5.7s, but I don't know that for a fact, but they could be right. Alex, did you see the post? Oh my God. Did you see the post P51 made about finding a car similar to yours to race you? Who cares? Like I'm one of those guys that if someone calls me out, I go, no, fuck you. Oh, you didn't accept the call out? Yeah, I don't care. I literally don't care. I don't care. I have bigger fish to fry. P51 can go out there and say, oh, I'm going to raise it. Who cares? Who cares? Everyone knows what my cars run. I don't hide what my cars run. Red car goes 11.2. Blue car has been 8.1. Now it can't break 850 to save its fucking life. Fairmont has been 880. You can race the Fairmont. Hey, if anyone wants to race the Fairmont, that's an 880 car. You can race the GT500. That's an 850 car. But no, they'll call out the slowest one I got. They'll call out the 11.2 car. Yeah, I'm selling my blower, having my money set up for Aldo kit that I want Aldo artistry. Gotcha. What's good F-150 year to get into the truck racing game? Supercharged to beat the LS Chevy trucks. It's got to be the 18 and up, the 10R80. But honestly, if you're going to turbo the thing, I'd rather get a 6R80 truck. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the 10R80 trucks. I think they're very quick. But once you hit 800 horse or so, then you're going to spend money on building the trans, doing this, doing that. Whereas 6R80, I still think is King Daddy. So a single turbo or a twin turbo 6R80, 15 to 17 truck is a contender in my opinion. Regular Coke money for that headache, bitch. Tasso Phil. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Dixon Harize. It says, people spend 10K on any cars to get gapped by low-effort factory turbo 6-cylinders. There are no ads if you YouTube Red subscriber. Dude, people don't do that. People will send me a $100 super chat, but will not pay $11 a month to get ads off of their YouTube. Wait a minute. Virginia? Did the vote come in? Did the dude win? Virginia voters have unfavorable views of Biden. It doesn't say. With growing climate, it doesn't say. I thought Virginia was going to vote the Republican dude, and I'm watching that closely. Good shit. But I don't think it's happened yet, because I don't think they've tallied the votes yet, Angel. Damn, Cuban, you could have bought a Shelby Mach-E 9000 with that kind of money. Phil says, if I would have done it right the first time, I would have spent a quarter of that. Yeah, he's right. If Cuban would have spent it right the first time, he would have spent $25,000 to $30,000 on top of the cost of the car. It would have been a fucking bottom 9, well into the 8-second car and racing everybody and having a good time. But he had to go through the growing pains, a couple of engines, 15 different combos. But what did he gain from that whole experience? Learning. Now, the next time he builds a car, he knows what to do. It'll be $100,000 CAD when it's done too. Car when it's done too. Got it. I'm planning on going with a 3.8 Whipple on my Gen 2. Should I upgrade the fuel system with it or stock fuel system handle the base power? And it is Cobra Jet package worth the extra $600. What? If you're going with a 3.8, you must be going with the 85, right? You're not going to go with a 3.8 and a pump gas setup, are you? 5.0? That'd be weird. Glad I tuned in tonight. I had no idea I needed was a tune for running 85 on my stock 17 GT. Yes, Ronnie S. A tune is all you need, sir. I'll race a GT500 on the streets. Oh, from a dig? Nah, it'll still fuck you up. Alex, for an all-around daily, can either supercharger would you call... What? Alex, for an all-around daily car with a supercharger, would you go with a Calumet Stage 2 or a T56? Depends on the year of the car, but if it's a Gen 3, I'd do a Stage 2 Ben Calumet Trans. T56, you're going to pay for a shifter, you're going to pay for bell housing, you're going to pay for clutch, you're going to pay for cross member and a drive shaft. Whereas the Calumet Trans, you'll just buy the trans. Hey, Alex, can you run race fuel or E85 without a tune? You can run race fuel, like 14.0 stoic fuel, like Sunoco 260 GT. I think it's like a VP Import, anything that has a 14.0 or 14.7 stoic, like C16, and not need a tune specifically for that. And it should just be a happier car overall. Now, will it make more power? Probably not a bunch more, unless the tune is commanding more timing to take advantage of the higher octane. The reason they don't boost from the get-go is because they can only afford one little piece at a time. Then what you do is you take that money and you put it away $1 at a time. When you have $8,000 to $10,000, start looking at boost. Alex, you tuned my 17 GT with a Vortex blower. Found out yesterday I've had minimal belt slip for a while, including while you tuned it. It's fixed now. Should I send a wall log for you to check over? Yes, Zach Davis, you should. Absolutely. SK Performance Jeff says, checking in on you and Tony. I'll catch you tomorrow. He's been sleeping. He's been a good boy. I just tire him out during the day, and he just sleeps the rest of the night. I love it. Wanted to say thanks for tuning my 14 Paxton car this past summer. Worked flawlessly all summer. Trying to figure out if I should go Caliber built MTD2 or T56 or a 6060. Now, if you're asking me, money is no object. I do a T56. T56. You have so many selections of clutches, gear selection. You have a 297 first or a 266 first. You got to get 373s or 410s in the rear gear. And in my opinion, only when it's making over 700 horsepower will it be something that you should consider. Luis Ortiz is a great dude. He seems like a good guy, but some of the posts I go, who's he calling out? But he seems like a good guy. I met him at the American Muscle Show one time. Zach Carroll says, should wait 12 to 16 weeks to get Bondo Bird his cookies. Some areas of Chicago have hit $5 a gallon for 93 octane. I feel for the Hellcat owners. JD Swag says, Alex teaching us all this stuff is super awesome. He makes money and we save some money by not doing stupid things. Ford did say when the Mach-E came out that Shelby would happen. Oof. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Poor. I mean, it's just awful. I'm going to see one of those on the road. I'm going to go, wow, $100,000 Mach-E GT. Look, the way I look at a Mach-E Shelby Mach-E GT is the exact same way I look at a Gen 3 Super Snake. It's a complete waste of money. T56 is King Daddy says, Matt 2011 GT, JD Swag facts. Opinion and Forged wheels worth the money. That's kind of on you, right? When it comes to wheels, that's kind of like on you. It's aesthetics at that point. Weld forged the good stuff. You want a good wheel. You don't want I remember when the repop wheels, like the reproduction wheels were getting out there and they were just falling apart when people would go to like the Texas Mile or they would go to like road courses and the cast was just like flying apart and just like people are like, well, oh, can this happen? I'm like, yeah, it can happen on a repo wheel, like a reproduction wheel. So people started actually spending the money and people have gotten away from repops. They go, I'd rather not crash my shit by potentially having a repop wheel, giving it the beans, so they spend the money. So one thing Coyote owners and F-150 owners, besides the Race Star wheel, because it's just a straight line wheel, I'm saying something like road coursey. I think they're okay spending the money. So I like the fact that I've seen Velgens become really popular, Forged line become really popular on these cars. And I'm like, wow, people are spending $3,000 to $5,000 per wheel because it's jewelry. Weld forged. A couple of other companies have gone over to forged stuff. I think it's a good idea. Stephen Baker says it's their issues with the XPA and the 168 because they're on their way to my house. Well, there's no issues. It's just you're shoving a bunch of boost into a car on pump gas. You're going to 2.4 upper, Kenny Bell 168, and a big cold air. So now what has to happen is probably got a lower timing because it's not going to it's the pump gas unless it's super sweet in your area. It's probably not going to be enough octane in it to support the amount of air coming into the engine. Channel support says Nick Rogers. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much. Gave me $10. That's a good chunk of change. Fox, Mustang, McLaren, or Shelby E. Shoot yourself. The Fox body McLaren. Do you remember those guys? The guys that swear to God this thing's going to be worth something. To this day, I guarantee there are guys with these cars in the garage waiting for something to happen for it to be worth some money. Where are they? I need to see yeah, there are guys that literally have these cars in their garages waiting for them to become popular. McLaren Mustang owners. Now, this Capri, I like a lot. I'm sorry. I really like that car. But this hunk of trash can eat all the dicks. And I swear to God, there are people out there waiting for McLaren to, like, when are we going to go? Like, when is it our time? When are these cars going to become the Barracuda of our generation? Probably never, dude. Probably fucking never. Sorry. Dan Gurley says, ever thought about starting a Discord channel for the YouTube channel? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Kim McCarty says, I'm pretty sure your Fairmont would beat me. The Fairmont is quick. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Fairmont is a fucking fast car. Scary fast, to the point where I'm like, I'm going to die in this thing because I have a 12 PSI pulley in it, and it's a 9.6 car with the biggest pulley I can put on that Edelbrock. 12 PSI, 3.75 pulley. And I have run a 2.625 pulley on it. So if I go ahead and boost it to 21, 22 PSI, now that it is ported, I guarantee that motherfucker is going to run close to an 850. And the lack of roll cage, the lack of aero, the lack of safety devices makes me a little sketch to run that car, to be honest with you. ASE McLaren Fox Body says, Batchy. Hit like to free Tony. Free Tony. Tony is not in jail. He's sleeping. Luis Figueroa became Bitch of Love member. Thank you very much. Adam Slonwhite, thanks. Have 373 now. There you go, Adam Slonwhite. There you go. I think I remember your name on the chat. He goes, I made 660 with MTD2 is pretty short. I'll look into a T56 if I can swing it. If not, Ben Calamer it is. That's what Oscar's girls drives. Who's Oscar? You got how much power is too much for a 17-year-old? 400. I'm gonna be honest. I think at 400 horsepower, depending on his ability, look, some 17-year-olds can fucking drive. They just drive. But I think to start out and gain experience, a new Edge makes 260, and it feels pretty freaking fast. And it's like a 14-second car. But you cannot give a kid a Coyote car as his first car. The motherfuckers, those are the guys leaving cars in coffee. Those are the guys losing control. Those are the guys showing off in front of their friends and they hit a light pole. I think over 400, you should not consider it. I think 3-valve is okay. I think New Edge is okay. I just don't think Coyotes are good for kids or anything in the 400 horsepower range. Dan Gurley became a new Bitch of Love member, and so did Luis Figueroa. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Free Tony. My buddy said I would need a Bama tune and JLT for 85 on my 19 GT. That's a little odd, isn't it? My buddy said I would need a Bama tune and a JLT for E85 on my 19 GT. You can have an E85 tune with no mods on your car. You don't need a JLT for E85. That doesn't make any sense. Matt 1211T says 300 horsepower. La Mamalona. Oh, that one is Jake, I think, is almost ready to fuck with turbo stuff. I was going to do some NA stuff, but because of GT500 issues, white car needing an engine, the whole NA max effort game for the Mamalona is not going to happen. And I think that's good because I'm just going to go right to turbo. And I'm going to take my own advice and go, you know what? I'm just going to go right to turbo instead of piecemealing and doing the all motor game because it does become expensive and time consuming. I'm just going to go right to turbo. And if that truck runs a 9.9 on the street, mission accomplished. And I'm done. I don't need to do anything. An SN95 250 handles like an S197 with 420. That's where a lot of the memes come from. Exactly. Get Tony laid before he gets snipped. Someone said that to me today. I was at the park. And like, he's a beautiful dog. He's a big Boston, a 21-pound Boston at 5 months old. That's a big fucking dog. 4 Bostons. And someone's like, oh my God, you should spread its genes. I'm like, that's fucking weird. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The fucking vet is already telling me to snip his nuts. And I'm like, could you let them hang for a month or two before we snip them? Holy shit. Cuban says I started with a 10 GT. I started with an 05. I had an 05 3-valve. Almost got beat by a Mazda Speed 3. Traded it in 2 days later for the Coyote, the black one. I got mine in 19. It was quite the handful. Glad I did the V6. Do you know how quick S550 would be if it weighed like a late S197 weighed? They're not that much different. They're probably 200 pounds different, so 2/10 quicker. For every 100 pounds, take a tenth off. Yeah, it would be as fast as the Gen 2 swap S197 that people do. Those guys at Midnight Performance are insane, crazy cars. Yes, he knows what he's doing. He's got some good program, a good program for maximizing the performance of those vehicles. American Muscle trying to sell that intake with their Bama tunes, marketing 101. Well, I think it has a pre-programmed JLT tune in it. I think the Bama tuner, aka the SET, has a pre-programmed tune in it that has a JLT intake. So you can just go, here's a tuner, it's a Bama tune with a JLT, you load it and you go. I don't think it's a custom tune per se. It's a what they call a box tune. Tony is a stout boy. I started with an old V6. What's it like being bilingual? Second shift racing, I like your questions. So I think in English, and a lot of people don't understand that. Right now, when you think, you think in English. You have a way of speaking to yourself, and it is in English. So when I speak Spanish, I have to think about what I got to say. When I was dating a Colombian chick not too long ago, I had to stop and think about what I was going to say. And then what would happen is what I'm saying, what's coming out of my mouth is not what I would say in English. In English, it just rolls off the tongue. In Spanish, it takes a little while. But when you need it, it is amazing. I've been to many places where they do not speak English. And in Florida, especially South Florida, many communities do not have any English-speaking people in it, especially south of Del Rey, south of Boca. You need to know Spanish to order food, to get gas, to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I went to a Dunkin' Donuts. Their menu is in English. I said, can I get a medium coffee, cream and sugar, and a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel and a plain bagel? I said it just like that. And they looked at me like I was a fucking psychopath. And I'm like, oh my God, they don't know English. So I had to say, oh, quisiera un café mediano con azúcar y crema y una bagel con tocineta, huevo y queso. And they were like, oh, okay. Why didn't you say that in the first place? I'm like, wow. But it does come in handy for sure. How does it work when tuning a car for 85 19Ts with no mods needed? Chris Harris, just please, if you want an E85 tune, find the 85, we'll send a tune, put 85 in the tank, data log it as per our instructions. I do not need to tell you the molecular structure of the 85 and how it works and how the tune is affected by it. I love you. Holy shit. I got gapped by an 06 GTO and I knew it was time to move up. I started with an 05 Sonic Blue GT as well. Mine was Windvale Blue. Bama free tunes for life. My first car was a 97 GT, swapped Terminator from Sean Highland in Canada. Tuned it with the PMS and Tweaker. Tweaker, I think it's Tweaker. We'll catch a replay tomorrow. Appreciate the shows. Thank you. You don't say bilingual equals two people in one. That's the truth. Because I am not my own self when I speak Spanish. I feel I am a different person. My accent changes. My tone changes. Everything changes. And I'm like, I'm a different person when you speak Spanish. So Mustang Manny is exactly right. The moment you start speaking Spanish, you change personalities, you change who you are, you change your tone and your way of being. When you think in English and then you talk in Spanish, you go, who the fuck's that guy? You don't know any Spanish in Orlando? Bullshit. I went to Orlando, one of the parks, and I had to ask a lady where the hotel was, and she didn't know any fucking English, and I needed to tell her in Spanish. Stoic man, says Matt 2011 GT. Exactly, stoic. And then he's going to go, what's stoic? Can you explain to me what stoic is? Gotta run. Have a good night, says Pat the One. Have a good night, Pat the One. See you later. The Boston dot in the center means he has that rare bloodline. My Boston's had it too. He was hefty. Regret not. So you mean the dot on his head? The dot on his head is rare? He's fucking big. He's bigger than anyone in his litter, I think. A huge motherfucker. Alex, for boosted 10 or 80, what's the best daily tires? Oh. For boosted 10 or 80s, what's the best daily tire? Where did I go wrong? How can I help these kids? I thought I've given you guys so much information, so much knowledge. And then I see on the chat, for boosted 10 or 80s, what's the best daily tire? Tell me, what the fuck does it matter if it's boosted or not? Well, I want the best grip. So you want to know what the best boosted 10R80 tire is? Tell me, how would that differentiate between a manual? What's the best boosted MT82 tire, Alex, for daily use? Hey, Alex, it can get down to about 30 degrees at night here. What's the best daily tire for my boosted Whipple, by the way, because it matters what kind of boost tire for my car is? ET Street Art, don't get caught in the rain, says YouTube Corrupt. That's my answer, but These people don't want that answer. They go, no, I want to know if it's a Yokohama LMNOP or the Kumo XRFF1, the XR71. Blizzax. Trojan triple R's. Oh, wow. Blizzax should hook like a charm. Blizzax should hook like a charm, bro. If you're not ready to swap tires often, this ain't for you. Cuban Coyote, preach to the choir, bro. He's preaching to the choir. If you're not ready to constantly swap tires, this game is not for you. If you have a boosted car and you don't have a drag radial in it, this game is not for you. If you think you're going to get away with a 4S or a Continental street tire with like 300 tread wear, this game is not for you. What's the best tire for a 2.65 pulley? Don't you miss the old days working on pumps? They don't ask stupid questions, do they? Wilson's in Arkansas. I miss it very much. Today, we had a great conversation about pumps. Me and Junior. Just wonderful. Wonderful. He gets it. I get it. I was very happy. Then I have to hear, what's the best rain? What's the best rain tire for boosted cars? Don't you? He did say, doesn't matter if you're in the rain mode. Yeah, just put it in rain mode. Put it in rain mode. It does make it sluggish, though. WS80 or bust. Here we go with Nick Rogers. Just run the cheapest, hardest tire you can find and have fun. The Campfire Cookie is my favorite Oh My God cookie so far. Firestone tires from the Exploders hook the best. Just daily it in rain mode on the Indian Outlaw 405. MGW, Barton versus MGW short door shifter. Some people live and die by Barton, MGW. Every Cobra guy on the planet sucks MGW's dick like it's like it's going out of style. I like the Barton. Call me crazy. I need a rain tune. What's the best tire for rain mode? Okay, because some kid in my town is 16 GTs to swear to God. Wait, what? Okay, because some kid in my town is 16 with a GT500. Swear to God. Rain tune. Okay, that's my cue to get the fuck out of here. It's not going to get any better. There's only 4 minutes left, and I'm going to get out of here before someone asks me, how much power will it make on LU-47s and 5,000 feet of altitude with a Roush 110 and a Bama tune? I'm done. Fuck it. All right, guys. Tomorrow, YDBT Daily, 5 o'clock p.m. Get back on regular schedule because I want to give you guys a bunch of shows. We're averaging about 400 viewers per, and I really love that. We have 354 likes. Thank you very much for actually liking the show. Algorithmically, shit goes up, minutes go up, money goes up, and I keep giving you guys content because the motivation is there. So we talked today about the Shelby Mach-E. We talked today about the Illuminator Swap F100. I think that's a very good idea. And the Dune Runner, aka Desert Runner Bronco, is not street legal, and it's almost $250,000. Good job on that one. All right, let's get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Have a good one. See you then.